Guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. You're all doing really well, so today is an exciting video. I thought I would film a look with this limoncello one. I'm not too sure how many looks I'm going to do, whether that's going to be 4 or 5. So today I definitely feel like I want to play with this middle row here with the palette. I'm going to do 2 separate looks. There's a yellow and there's a green there, so the shades Serenade and Capri. I feel like I want to use Serenade all over the lid today, and then maybe Capri tomorrow, and then there's 2 more shimmers up there, so maybe I'll only be doing 4 days, 4 looks with this palette. Because what I tend to do with these Colourpop palettes is I really like testing out the shimmers. I do as many looks as they've got shimmers. So if they've got 5 shimmers, for example, I will do 5 days, 5 looks. But this one only has 4. So yeah, I'll do 4 days, 4 looks with this palette, and then we'll move on to the next one. I did bring in another palette yesterday, which was unexpected, the Colourpop Aura and Out. So yeah, I need to do another 2 looks with that palette. I only brought it in because I wanted to test the Kama Cosmetics pressed eyeshadow in Minted. You should see that before this video goes up. But yeah, let's start. It doesn't have a cream ivory shade, so we'll just forego that because I can't be bothered going to get my Too Faced chocolate bar. So yeah, we're just going to go straight in then with Amalfi. So I'm just going to concentrate on this middle row today. Actually no, we're going to need a deeper shade. So yeah, we'll go with Amalfi first. See, I haven't really thought about the look beyond the middle row, so we're just winging it, to be honest. I don't know where my eyeshadow colour switch is, so I'm having to wipe off the eyeshadow on my pyjamas, which isn't the best. When I say pyjamas, I mean pyjama bottoms. You're pigmented. You're definitely showing up to the party. And I'm using a fluffy brush. So again, this is the shade Amalfi. Wow, that's super pretty. Are you surprised I like it? It's yellow. Okay. So I really don't know what I'm putting makeup on. We're expecting rain in the UK, and I have to go into town soon, do a bit of shopping. Nothing too exciting, it's just food shopping. The Curse of the Watery Eye. Right, which brown are we going to use? I feel like I want to use the deepest one in the palette, which is called the Grotto. That's nice. I can feel the tape on the left eye falling because my eye's watering. I think I'm just going to take the tape off. As always, a really crisp line on the right side, which I'm loving, and not so crisp on the left because it's watering. I think that's just going to have to do. Okay, so now I want to go in with Serenade. I'm going to try it with a brush just to see how it performs and to get a more precise application, but I feel like maybe we'll have to, I feel like maybe we'll have to go in with a finger. It's looking pretty pigmented on the brush though. Ooh. Guys, I'm living for this yellow. I'm trying to make it that precise. Do you know, like when you do a cut crease, it's really precise, but without actually messing about with the concealer, because I don't really have time for it. I'm just packing it on because I really want it pigmented. But so far, no issues with these eyeshadows. In fact, I would say it's probably one of the best formulas that I've tried so far. I wish all Colourpop palettes would come like this, with no sequin shades, no glitters. I mean, I do like the glitters, so because I don't have that many glitters in my collection, I will use them, but they're not eye safe, so I don't know why they put them in there in the first place. They must realise, even though they put not eye safe on the palette, that people are going to use them. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this yellow. That's beautiful. I feel like I want to spritz the brush and see if we can get it a bit more foiled, but it is pretty pigmented, so I don't really expect it to get any more foiled than it already is. A little bit, not much. Okay, right, and then I'm going to go in with the only shade that I could possibly use for it in a corner, which is called Touring, this one here. Oh, that's pretty. Then we're taking the Real Techniques accent brush and we're going to go back in with the Grotto, just that one there, just for the lash line. So who's got this palette and what are your thoughts on it? First impressions are good, and I think that's why I wanted to wear the yellow, because I absolutely adore yellows, as you know if you've watched my channel for a while. Yellows and greens are totally my vibe, and yeah, I love it. Okay, let's go in with the Essence of False Lashes mascara. I'm not going to tie line because my eyes are already a hot watery mess. Okay, let me go and grab a lipstick. It has to be matte though, because I'll have to wear a mask. I mean, it's not compulsory now in the UK to wear a mask, but I feel a lot more comfortable with a mask on. There's a lot of COVID cases in the UK still, or in the area where I live. So yeah, it needs to be a completely matte lipstick, so let me go and grab one. I thought I'd wear one of these Stila ones. So I've got 3 little minis, Stila Patina, Stila Perla and Serenata. Now all I need to do is figure out which one is going to look the best, so let's put them up towards my lips. Yeah, that's a contender, that's Patina. That might be too dark, that's Serenata. That's my least favourite one, And then we've got Perla, which is very cool toned. So let's go in with Patina. Still smells like it did when I bought them. I've had them ages, so I had to smell them. Now normally I'd wear red, like a red bold lip with this look, because it's yellow and red go really nice together, especially like an orange toned red. But because I'm going into town and I'm going to be wearing that mask, I don't want it to smear everywhere. This is a gorgeous lip. I would not think twice about getting this one and Perla. Serenato I can live without, but these two, they're more or less the same, just one's a little bit lighter than the other. They're just gorgeous shades. I really do like it. I'm loving the way the look has turned out as well today. So this is what we're looking like. As always, in the comments down below, let me know which look you like the best. So on first impressions, we have used like a quarter of the palette already. In fact, more than a quarter of the palette. I've used all this middle row and the grotto down here. So tomorrow we haven't used all the middle row. Tomorrow I want to go in with Capri, and then we would have used all the middle row. It's such a beautiful, easy palette to wear. It's really nice. The mattes blend out really well. I wanted to use this shade here, down here, the grotto, just to see if it did blend out well, and it really does. I've done swatches on this palette, so I'll leave it in the cards rather than me doing swatches in the video and taking up more of your time. But yeah, join me tomorrow for day 2, look 2. Guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate your time and support. So today we are going to be doing day 2, look 2, with this beautiful Colourpop Limoncello palette. Excited about today's look because I'm going to be using the green that's in the palette. This palette is so beautiful. I mean, look at it. On first impressions, I really did enjoy it. So we're just going to put some tape on. Let's pop the hair up as well, otherwise the tape will get stuck to my mane of hair. Okay, so I'll try and do this tape a little bit better than I did it the other day. I got carried away with speaking, and it didn't go too well. Right, so again, there's no cream ivory shade in here, so I'm just going to go in with transition. Let's get some brushes. These brushes need a clean. Okay, I'm going to go in with Amalfi, because that's really the lightest transition shade, and I really did like that shade when I used it the other day. So let's go on with this. So I'm saying the other day to you, but it's been a couple of days since I used this palette. I did a get ready with me, which is going to go up before this video goes up, before I've done this second day look. So I kind of did the first day where I used all the yellows in the palette, skipped today, and we're back the next day. So yeah, I really do like this Amalfi shade. It's so stunning. I think the middle row of this palette is going to be my favourite, and I think this palette is going to get pulled out so many times. I would say at the moment this palette is my favourite Colourpop palette, and that's saying a lot considering I've got 25 palettes, I think. Somewhere around that, maybe a little bit more actually. Okay, so feel like going in with this Sigma pencil brush. You know, to do the art of it, I just need to get all the colour off it. My colour switch still hasn't shown up. Right, so now then, what are we going to do? I'm going to go in with Lemon Squeezy, this brown here, just underneath where we put Amalfi, and see how that looks. Just here. Kind of contour it out a little bit. And I'm really going to build it up. So basically we're cut creasing but without the concealer. Because I don't think I'm going to use concealer. Now I don't normally do warm toned eyeshadows. I'm drawn to this palette so much. I think it's because they put the pop of yellow and pop of green in. I don't think I would have bought it if it didn't have these shades. Okay, that's good for that side. So it does have quite a lot of fallout, but it blends out like a dream, guys, like a dream. Yeah, that's about the same. So I'm going to go in with the Sigma pencil brush as well. I've just wiped that shade off. I feel like going in with this really dark brown, which isn't like me at all. It's called Vesper. It's like a browny black, just in the outer V. Yeah, that's nice. So my mum's coming for her dinner in a couple of hours. So I went to my mum's house yesterday for a roast beef Sunday dinner. It was so nice. And I'm going again later on for something more to eat. She said I could go again. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't have to cook tonight. Right, I'm taking them off because my eyes are tearing up. Always looks so much nicer on the right side because that eye doesn't really water that much. Let's see if I can sort out the left side. Okay, so now then we're going to go in with, I might try this packing on brush. Normally I go in with a Japanese brush, so we're going to go in with that. It's the Morphe one I've got, and we're going to go in with this gorgeous green here called Capri. This looks so gorgeous. I might even use Serenade as well on the inner portion of the eye. And right, let me show you what I'm thinking. So use Capri here. I am just living for these gorgeous summer shades that are in this palette. And then that big gap there, I'm going to put Serenade, that yellow that we used, and I think that'll look really gorgeous. I think I like this green almost as much as the yellow, which is impossible for me. It's like a green yellow anyway, that's probably why I like it. Right, we need to spritz the brush, so I'm going to go in with my Primark Glow Intensity Setting Spray that I only use for eyeshadow just because it's got glitters in it. So I'm just going to try and foil it. And then take that off. In fact, we'll just go in with the other side of the brush and use this gorgeous Serenade shade here. Oh yes, it's blending into that green really well. and I'm going to put it in the inner corner as well. And we'll spritz this in a minute as well and see if it's just as foiled. Okay, let's spray it. It's not as foiled as the green. I think this is my best look. I don't think the, I think I said in day one, look one, that was my best look. I think this is it. I think those two shimmers blend out so well. Right, and I was going to go back in with this Vespa shade for the lash line. I'm not going to do that. I want to be a bit daring, and I'm going to put La Festa, this blue, on the lash line for that pop of colour. The more eyeshadows we can use in this palette, the better. Oh yes. Got my lipstick. It's this PS lip liner and crayon duo. I know for a fact I'm not going to use the lip line side because I don't like it. So we're just going to concentrate on this beautiful red here. Now I was thinking about decluttering it last week, and when I posted a picture, I'll try and find it and insert it if I can. But I've got so many red lipsticks, it's about finding the right one. But hopefully I will have tagged Primark in it. So yeah, I wasn't too sure about keeping it, but everyone said how nice it looked, so maybe I should just keep it for a little bit longer. I'm just trying to wipe the lip oil off. Right, so not that side, this side. So yeah, I really do like it, especially with this look. I think red, yellow and green go really nice. So when I got this palette, I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as this, but I wanted to try it. So we've now basically tried the whole of the first row. I've also tried Vespa and La Festa, and I think, yeah, and the Grotto. I've not tried Semifreddo yet, I don't think. So really, we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more shades to try, and we've got 2 days to do looks with, so that'll be interesting to see what shades we use over and over. I feel like I'm going to use Amalfi over and over just as a transition shade, or maybe I'll try Limon Squeezy tomorrow, just because they're the 2 lighter shades in the palette. It's such a beautiful palette. So yeah, this is the overall look for today. So don't forget to let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, which look you like the best, 1 through 4. And I will see you tomorrow for a day 3 look free. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me. So today we are going to be doing day 3 look free with the beautiful Limoncello palette. Right, I've got all kinds of things going on the bed, just because I've done other videos today. So let's sort the brushes out first. I don't know whether to do a cut crease today. I might do. Got a frog in my throat. Right, let's put the tape on first. Should have really done this off camera, but never mind, we'll just do it now. Okay, so let's see what we're going to use. Take it out of its packaging. I think I've got an idea of what I want to use today. I think I want to do a really warm eyeshadow look Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with Limon Squeezy, this one here. Like, I am tempted to go in with Amalfi again, but we've used that the past 2 days, so I need to try and switch up this makeup look a little bit. I'm going to go in with the Morphe crease brush. I just hope it doesn't look too deep. Just going in really lightly with it. It's actually not too dark. It's probably because I'm using a blending brush. I think I have used this shade before, but just not for my crease, as a transition shade. See, the left eye looks deeper because I've gone in a little bit more confident. So I'm going to just put in a little bit more on the right eye. And then I'm going to do what I did yesterday, kind of like contour the eye. I really enjoyed how that looked. And then I might do a cut crease once I've done that. Just wiping this brush off. What colour? I'm going to try and use a colour that I haven't used. But the thing is, I think they're going to be too light. So we've got Tuscan Fun. I don't think I've used that one. The Grotto I've used, but I'm being drawn to that, you know, for the just underneath the crease. And I've used Vespa. I used Vespa to do it yesterday. Let's go in with the Grotto and see how that looks. So just here, and we're gonna take it into the outer V. Then we're just gonna blend what we've got on the brush, because we can always go in with some more. I mean, when you're doing this, you really don't need to put concealer down, but I've not done a proper cut crease in a while now, at least a week. Right, I want to go in with a little bit more. I'm living for this palette, guys. If you was to ask me, and this is a really bold statement, but if you was to ask me what my favourite palette was at the moment, I would say this one, Limoncello. And I always thought it would be the Colourpop Honey, or the Coaster Coral, but this beats them hands down. I'm liking that. I'm hoping the left eye will play ball and not water. No, it's not going as well. I'll take the tape off in a minute and try and fix it. Okay, let's just take the tape off. That is perfect. But the left eye's not gone that good, so we need to try and fix it. It's because it waters. Damn those kids. I think they're playing ball in the back garden and they keep knocking it against my back door. I think that's about as good as we're going to get it. It's pretty close. I'm just going to deepen it out a little bit, the outer V. Okay, so concealer time. Right, so I'm still using the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. I haven't gotten through this one yet. And I need to be careful, I don't want to ruin the hard work. Right, so I'm just taking it to there where that outer V is. And we will do the left eye. And hopefully, again, it will play ball. No, it's not. Well, it's not even the eye that's not playing ball, it's me. Can never get them the same. Okay, so just tapping that down a little bit. So we'll start on this eye and let the other one dry down a little bit. I'm not too sure what shimmer shade I want to use. There's only 2 left. You only get 4 in, no, you get 5 in the palette. So Fly Girl, that one looks really, really nice. I'll do some swatches. Or Easy Peasy, which is a more bronzy toned. I think Fly Girl, I think that one, but they're the 2 shades together. I did some swatches before as well, so they're not as pigmented as the other shades in the palette by the looks of it. So I might, after I've put it down on the eye, I might have to go in with some setting spray, but that's fine. I'm gonna go in with this packing brush by Morphe, so it just looks like that. Yeah, so Fly Girl. It's a nice copper with gold reflex. It's definitely going to need setting spray. The formula doesn't seem as good as the other 3 shades, the other 3 shimmer shades I've used. Oh, and I've just remembered I need to ring the doctor in a minute. We need to tap that out a little bit. And it's gone all the way up there, which I didn't want it to. So again, the right eye is looking better than the left. I'm going to try and go in with, where is it? Where have I put it? Here. I'm going to try and go in with the grotto again to try and make it look a little bit better than it is. Oh, that's good. I'm able to just go over where the concealer is. I'm gonna go on the right eye just because it's gonna look a little bit deeper on the left eye now. Right, let's put, I'll just use this brush. I'm gonna use the Anastasia one. That's come out of one of my palettes. I'm just going to use some setting spray. And I'm going to go back in with Fly Girl. Yeah, it's a lot more pigmented and foiled. Thank goodness. Okay, let's go in with Touring now. This is a really, really good shade for the inner corner. Now, if I hadn't have used 7/8 so much, I'd wear that with it. I wonder if... No, we'll just use this. I think I want to spritz the brush. Actually, I'll do the left eye and then we'll spritz the brush. Yeah, that's better. Real pretty. And then I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques accent brush. And we're going to go in with the grotto for the lash line. I would definitely say Fly Girl is drier than 7/8, Capri and also Touring. They feel, them two up at the top, they feel like a different formula, but they have got glitters in them. So that could be why. But then again, so does Touring. So I don't know what's going on there. You would think a more colourful eyeshadow would be harder to make than a neutral. What's everyone's favourite Colourpop palette, guys? I might not have the one that you like. I'd be really interested to know. So, okay, I think I'm going to blend it out just a tiny bit. Maybe use this brush again. The one that I used originally. Yeah, the right eye is so much better. And then I think what I'll do is I'll go in again with Touring on the brow bone. I say this a lot, but I don't really use a lot of shimmer on the brow bone. I tend to use matte, but we may as well make use of the palette. Right, mascara, where are you? So again, I'm just using Essence the False Lashes. It's the only one I've got, so I'll have to do. I mean, I could have done this look without using the concealer. That was just extra time really that we didn't really need. I'd made the cut crease already with a pencil brush. So lipstick, I did put a lipstick down here before. And guys, I don't know what I feel about this one. So it's the e.l.f. I think it's called Nectar. Yeah, it's quite a warm toned lippy. I just don't think I suit it. Right. And it's a cream, and I don't really go in for creams, I go in for mattes, so that's probably another reason why I don't really like it. I really don't know. I don't know if I like it. You can let me know in the comments down below if you like what you think of the lipstick. I think it kind of goes with the overall look. I just don't know if I like the lipstick, and is there any point of me hanging on to it if I don't like it. Kelly Gooch loves this lipstick, and that's probably one of the reasons why I got it. It looked really, really nice on her. It just doesn't suit me. So yeah, I'm going to go back in with Fly Girl. I tend to do this right at the end and just tap it on, just in case any mascara's stuck, but it hasn't this time. And it takes any creases out of the eyeshadow. It's a beautiful shade, this eyeshadow. Right guys, that concludes the look. So this is the beautiful palette. So it just looks like that. I don't know how many shades I've got left to use. I've only got left to use this semi-Freddo one on the bottom row. I've used all of the middle row. I need to use Easy Peasy, and then Tuscan Fun, and that's it. And then we've used the entire palette. So tomorrow I'll use all those shades hopefully, and that will conclude the video, and then I'll be able to tell you what my thoughts are, if it's worth the money. I got this, I'm sure I got this on sale. So yeah, I can kind of tell you if it's worth the money in my opinions. Just give you an overall review and opinion video at the end, like I always do. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world to me. So today we are going to be doing the final look with the Limoncello palette. Okay, so let's get started then. So there really isn't much eyeshadows that we haven't already used, like I said yesterday. So what do we have? We've got Semi-Freddo down there. We've got Tuscan Fun here. We've got Easy Peasy, which I'm going to use. So we've only got those 3 eyeshadows. So basically we can use whatever we want now. I think I'm going to go in with Amalfi. We all know by now that's my favourite matte in the palette. Just such a beautiful yellow matte eyeshadow. It's really, really pretty. Really nice to be using as a transition shade. And I haven't put my tape down yet. getting too carried away with this beautiful eyeshadow palette. I like to do this because it gives me a more precise line, especially on my right eye. My left eye, not too great because it waters like hell. Oh, wouldn't be me if I didn't drop something in a video. Let's see if we can get the left eye looking better today. So I'll be washing my face brushes today, and then we'll be doing an organisational video. I'm not too sure when, but probably in the next few days. Because I got a new rotating organiser and asked you guys if you wanted to see what brushes I'll be using on the face in the next, I don't know, next couple of months. So I've gone through it and I've just dug the face brushes out that are my favourites to use at the moment. Nearly dropped the Charlotte Tilbury palette, and yeah, I'll be showing you them in an upcoming video. Okay, that's looking nice. So now I've picked up my Morphe oval brush, and in the outer V, going with semi-Freddo, but then we might need to deepen it up with Tuscan Fun. Yeah, it's not that deep. Didn't think it would be, but at least this way we will have used all of the shades. Okay, now we'll go in with Tuscan Fun. This is only slightly deeper, so I'm not sure this will work either. It is making it a little bit deeper. Right, and then I'm going to go in with the Japanesque brush. This really is a blender brush, just looks like that, but I use it to pack on the colour. So it's a Japanesque 346, and then we are going to go in with Easy Peasy. Now I said in yesterday's video, Fly Girl and Easy Peasy are the less pigmented out of the other three shimmers in the palette. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to try and put it on with this brush, and if it doesn't get pigmented, I'm going to put a glitter glue down. So let's see. Yeah, it needs a glitter glue. If I can find it. And this should make it more pigmented. Right, I'm just taking it to where it meets that brown there. Okay. So let's try this again. Now I've dropped the lid for the glitter glue. I'll pick that up later. So yeah, we're going to go back in with the Japanesque brush. I don't know why these shades are not as pigmented. I think it's just not a very pigmented eyeshadow, because even with glitter glue, it's not that pigmented. It's a very pretty colour though. It's like a duochrome. I don't think it is a duochrome, but it looks like one. It looks bronze, but then has got like a gold undertone. Right, and I think, excuse me, where's the Sigma? Oh, it's here. I've really been enjoying doing this lately, so I think I'm going to go in with Vespa, and I'm going to kind of like cut crease the eye a little bit, but not, because obviously we're not using concealer. Maybe I should have used a shade a little bit lighter for this. Yeah, I feel like I want to go in with maybe semi-Freddo. No, lemon squeeze it. Let's make it a little bit warmer. Try and blend it out a little bit so it does not look as stark. Right, let's take the tape off. It's I need to go a little bit higher. I need to go back in with lemon squeezer. The struggle of getting both eyes similar. Right, now what I want to do is I want to spritz the brush and I want to try and get easy peasy a little bit more pigmented than it is. I don't feel like it's going to work, but we're going to try. Oh, actually, it's getting more foiled. Right, and this might not work now, but this is my favourite shade in the palette, so I have to use it. Well, I don't have to, I want to. And I've used Touring quite a bit, this one here, so I'm not going to use that again. So this one, well, Serenade and Capri are both my favourites. I wonder what they'd look like mixed. Shall we try and mix them? Ooh. Goodness me, loving it. I am living for this. I keep piling it on. Yes, that's beautiful. And then, what we're going to go in with? Tuscan Fun. That one there. Just put myself in the eye. Oh my gosh. Oh, this clip, by the way, this is the one that my mum got me. So I just thought I'd wear it today, since I've straightened my hair a little bit. And it only just went in when it was straight, because my hair is so thick. I'm now going to go in with Easy Peasy, just tapping it on the lid to blend those two shades in together. This has took a different direction. I wasn't going to use Serenade or Capri, but I feel like it's took the eyeshadow up to a new level. I think it looks really, really pretty. I don't think it's my favourite eyeshadow look I've done with the palette, but I think it looks really, really pretty. And then I'm going to go in with Touring on the brow bone. Just that nice shimmer here. Okay, let's tightline today. So it's just a Too Faced Perfect Black eyeliner. I have been up since 4 o'clock this morning. Just can't get back to sleep, but I had a lot of sleep last night. Mascara. So we're using the Essence of False Lashes, just the usual one. Darn it. Look at that. Gonna have to wait till that dries now. I've done it again here. At the moment it's not even 7:30 in the morning. I should be sleeping, not doing makeup. Right, so lipstick, I pulled this one out. I pulled it out, I'm sure, last week for a Shop My Stash, and I didn't use it. So I thought I'd use it today. Right, let's see if I can sort this mascara out. Oops, no. Actually, it's gone now. I do feel, I don't know how well this is going to go, but I do feel like I've lost that yellow, so I feel like I want to go back in with Amalfi just to add a little bit more, because I've lost it by putting that brown down. Right, that'll do. It's just a tiny bit more to bring the yellow back. Right guys, this is the finished look, so this is what we're looking like. So that concludes all 4 looks. So now we've got to talk about the palette. The palette is absolutely stunning. All the mattes blend out like a dream. Now I would normally shy away from Vespa because it's really dark, but it looks really, really nice. I've used that in the outer V and it looked really, really nice. They just perform really, really well. They're not patchy. I loved using this blue when I used it for a pop of blue on the lower lash line. These two here, like I've said, are my favourites. So Serenade and Capri just do. They feel so much smoother than the other two. So that's what them two look like. So that's what they look like on the arm. And then I'm going to swatch Fly Girl and Easy Peasy, and you see the difference. Well, for start, it's a lot more powdery. Yeah, they're just not the same formula, so the formula's not consistent. I would say that's the only negative. You would think these would have been harder to make than these because these are neutrals. If I was to say what's one negative, I would say the consistency of the shimmers. The mattes blend out like a dream, like I've said earlier. These 3 on the bottom row, these 3 shimmers on the bottom row are really, really good. They're the same consistency. It's when we're getting up here that the formula seems to have changed. I'm not too sure why that is, but it's not as good as a formula. I've had to use glitter glue, I've had to use setting spray, whereas I didn't with these 2 down here. So yeah, that concludes my thoughts on the palette. It doesn't make me like the palette any less because they're underperforming, because I got the palette for these 2 shades anyway. So yeah, I really, really do like it and I will continue to use it. I think it's a perfect palette for spring and summer months. So yeah, really, really do like it. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you've got this palette, what you think of it and what you think of these 2 shades in particular compared to these 2. I would really love to know your thoughts on it. So guys, this concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world to me. Please like, it really does help. Share and comment, and if you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I'm currently working on a giveaway and that should go up in the next month or so, and I would love for you to be a part of it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.